So in this class, you are going to create your own money manifesto. This is going to be your guide, your home base for all of the things that you're going to do to create all sorts of different income, passive income, active income, income from licensing, touring, whatever it is that you're interested in. You're going to create this document so you have something to reference to when you're feeling stuck or when you really need a boost in income. We're going to create a long-term plan based on very specific goals. We're going to figure out what kind of research and outreach you need to do in order to obtain those goals. So in this course, you're going to work on two different documents. One is the goal tracker and the second one is the money manifesto. We're going to start with the goal tracker. This is something that you can customize. It's going to be a Word document. I have customized mine here for you guys to take a quick look at. Basically, it is a way for you to see in one sheet what you're up to for the next 6 months or for a year. I like to use these as year projections. So for me, I have a bunch of different things that I'm working on. One is speaking gigs. I create some courses. I do consulting for musicians and also brand consulting for small businesses. I place my songs and do licensing deals. I score ads and films, and I also have my own specific monthly income goals. So you can cater this to whatever makes sense for you in the Word document. The idea is that each of these things are going to be directly related to income. So instead of songs written, it's song placements. So now if I'm looking at song placements, I'm like, okay, I want 10 this year. What do I need to do in order to color in this first number one? Because that's what you do. As soon as you get a song placement, you go ahead and you color this in, woohoo, and you get to see your visual progress. So if I want 10 song placements, I need to actually write, record, and produce those songs. So instead of saying songs produced, which if you just sit there and write songs or produce songs, they're not actually going to make any money until you start to take more actions to go out and get the placements. So this is supposed to be an inspiring, action-oriented goal tracker sheet that will keep you motivated to work towards goals that are really, really direct income creating sources. Consulting, courses created, all of these things will get me paid, ads scored. So if I want to score some commercials and I don't have my reel together, in order to get these gigs in the first place and start coloring in my numbers, I need to have a reel. So now I know, okay, I need to work backwards and create my video asset in order to help me get this first gig so I can color this number in. So make sure that when you're filling this out, that each of the categories that you've created are direct income generators. And then print it out, put it somewhere inspiring behind your computer, and every time you get a new gig, you get to go ahead and start coloring these in and seeing how much progress you're making. One other way to use this is come the middle of the year, I'm not very good at coloring things in with my mouse, but that's okay. Come the middle of the year, you'll start to see where you're making a lot of progress. You can look at what's working and do more of that. You can look at what's not working. Okay, I haven't created a lot of courses recently. Maybe I should start working in that area. Cool, now I have some new goals for this week or this month. You can really see where you need to make progress in order to achieve all these goals by the end of the year or however much time you've given yourself. Now let's take a look at the money manifesto. We want to get clear on our goals first so that when we head to the money manifesto, we are clear on what we're working towards. So you'll notice that there are different tabs. I have this open in Numbers. You may be using Excel, which is fine. And you'll see all the different tabs. You can cater these to the projects that you are working on. The very first tab, you want to put your goal tracker goals into the goals section here. So I'm going back, speaking gigs, courses created. Let's start with those. So I'm going to type in speaking gigs, courses created. So by the end of the year, we want 10. If you want to work within a month, that's fine. So let's say January. I'm not going to have this call right now. January. Income projection. I would like to say I will have $2,500 by the end of January from speaking gigs. What are the milestones? This is also actions that you can take. These are smaller goals within this bigger goal. So milestones, getting signed, let's spell this, with a speaking agent. What's another milestone? Speaking on a panel. Maybe not going to help with the money, but it's going to get me that resume that I need to eventually get paid $2,500 to speak. So you can create as many milestones as you need and do this for each of the goals. Next, you can use your different tabs. You can create more tabs. You can use these as templates. This is your research and outreach database here. So for licensing, if you know that your music definitely should be on that CW show you saw last week, you can go look up the music supervisor, find her name, Miss Blippity Blue, and find her contact, phone, blah, 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 blah. Fill all of this out and really get clear. This is the really super important column here. What I can provide. So it's not just going to be music or songs. Don't write that. This is the opportunity you're providing Mrs. Blippity Blue. So get clear on this. What opportunity are you going to be sharing with this person if you're giving them music that's a perfect piece of music for their next episode? You might be providing them with peace of mind, with freedom. They can go home early, with creativity, ease, creativity. I should know how to spell that word. I do it every day. And then in here, you're going to say, did I contact this person? Yes. On 10/15. Did you follow up? Yes. On 10, it should be about a week later. So we're going to say 22. The result. She actually said she's set with music, but to check in 3 months. So you're going to put all these notes in here so that you can keep track of who you're talking to and when you need to check in with them again. What I would do right now is go to my calendar and schedule a check-in email with this person. So in 3 months, go 3 months from now, put that in your calendar. So then it just exists. You don't need to think about it, etc. You can do the same thing for gigs when you're looking up venues, booking companies, booking agents. Write the results down, bold the people that respond positively to you. Keep notes for yourself, make this grow. If you have your own gig database, this is extremely powerful to have this all in one place. You're not gonna have paper napkins floating around your studio if you are taking notes from phone calls. Just have it all in one place. When you go to networking events, people that you meet, this is where you can put in all those business cards that you've gathered, and then you can go recycle them. You have all the information you need here. When are you going to follow up? What are you providing them? What can you provide? Make sure you fill in this column. It's super important. Collaborators, other songwriters, people that might want to buy your instruments, people that you might want to work with, anything that doesn't fit into a category, this can go here. If you're a teacher, keep track of your clients and your teaching students and how much you're charging, and make sure that these are all in line, all these tabs are in line with what you've got going on in your goals here. This is all in one place. Your research, your outreach, your money manifesto is going to be a very powerful tool for you to see what's working and to see what's not working so that you can do more of what does work and less of what doesn't. All right, let's get started.